Alright, so this is the first video for summer review sheet number 4, balancing equations and simple stoichiometry. So ultimately I want to work on problem 6, but before I can solve problem 6 I need to have question 2 balanced. So let's balance it. Again, we're doing the same thing. I have my equation. I'm going to make my table. I have carbon, I have hydrogen, I have oxygen. So this is C6H10 reacting with O2, creating CO2 and H2O. There's a combustion. How do I know? I'm making CO2 and H2O. That's a hydrocarbon reacting with oxygen. Alright, so I have 6 carbons, 10 hydrogens, 2 oxygens. Product side. 1 carbon, 2 hydrogens, 3 oxygens. 2 plus 1 is 3. Remember how we are going to do oxygen last. So let's do that. I need to have carbon be 6. So I'm going to put a 6 right there. 6 carbons. But in doing so, I now have 6 times 2, that's 12, plus 1 is 13. Now I need to have the hydrogens match. So I'm going to have 10 on this side, and I need to multiply this by 5. So now I have 10 hydrogens and 5 oxygens. So I have 12, 13, 15, 16, 17 oxygens. That is not balanced. What I could do is give up and cry, but let's find a way to have these numbers match. So I just put a C there, 6. Alright, so this carbon has 6, that has 10, so 17. How in the world can I make this 17 go in there? Well, I could multiply this by 8. That would not give me an answer I want. But I'm going to try it. Put this 8 right there. 8 times 2, that is 16. Oh no, I was right. That's not what I want. I could maybe try doubling everything. So let's try that. I'm going to put a 2 right there. I'm going to put a 12 right there. I'm going to put a 10 right there. And then I'll fill this out. So I'm going to forget about the 16. Alright, so I'm going to do 2 times 6, that's 12. 2 times 10, that's 20. That's 12. That's 20. And now let me count the oxygens. Oxygen is the issue here. So 12 times 2 is 24. Plus 10. 24 plus 10, that is 34. What is half of 34? 34 divided, square root, divided by 2, it's 1, that's 17. Okay, so not 16, but 17. So that number is 17. 17 times 2 is going to give me 34. And here I have 34. Let me clean this up. This is a bit of a mess. So I'm going to have 2C6H10 plus 17 O2s, yielding 12 CO2 plus 10 H2O. Alright, these numbers to me look really scary. They're large. So let me find out that this is the smallest I can do. Let me do my ratio. I have a 2 to 17 to 12 to 10 ratio. Can I divide this by anything? Is 17 a prime number? It is. 17 is 1 divided by 17. That's as small as it can go. So that is how I get my answer. If you notice, I doubled everything except the oxygen. Once I knew how many oxygens I had to make after doubling it, I could figure out what number to put there. So that's why I'm working with oxygen last.